What we're going to do now is, well, we'll do a little invocation. And then we've got to go to Vellosk. Actually, we've got... Let's see what all quests we do have. Now, we do have some stronghold quests. Doing your part, Spider Begone, worker recruitment. Okay, we'll just go out here to Vellosk and do this. This is the second of the leveling areas. Like I said, she's never been here. Oh, look at that. This is where you find the Grey Wolf Den. Let's see, Vellosk is a savage place. It is a semi-permanent encampment of the Grey Wolf tribe of the Uthgar barbarians and a sacred place of great primal power. Ancient Netherese ruins found near the Grey Wolf settlement indicate that the Netheril once held power in the area many centuries ago. Now Vellosk is a battleground between the Grey Wolf tribe who serve the returned Netherese and the Forsworn who reject them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here and let's see, Vellosk. The Forsworn were once part of the Grey Wolf tribe of the Uthgar barbarians. When the Shadowvar of Netheril arrived and offered the Grey Wolf tribe an alliance, it awoke a primal hunger in the barbarians. The Grey Wolf tribe quickly swore an oath to serve the Netherese in return for any power the shadowy ones might grant them. Since the start of the alliance, the Netherese have used the Grey Wolf Uthgar as shock troopers. Many Uthgar grew dissatisfied with the pack and attempted a coup on their leaders. The mutiny failed and the Oathbreakers were dubbed Forsworn. The Forsworn generally avoid direct conflict with their Grey Wolf brothers and sisters, although they do not return the favor. The Forsworn have established a camp near Vellosk in an attempt to slay the Shadowvar, controlling the rest of the tribe. And here we are. We needed to go talk to Thalos, the company of the wolves. Shaman spoke of us coming. So we're going to do Hungry Like the Wolves, Dark Hunter, and we're going to do Ancient Heritage. So what we need to do is speak with the wolf trainer up here. Yes. The wolf trainer needs food for them. I thought there used to be a piece of lore up here. I don't think there is anymore. We always look for the little sparkly stuff that could be lore. Let's see here. We'll go down here, pull up the map so we can kill wolves along this way. We got to destroy shadow totems, then we got to pick up the necklaces for the departed dead. And what we're going to do is we come down here, because the first scrying stone is always pretty easy to find in an area. And we're going to go right here. And there's the first scrying stone in Vellosk. This will show you the Grey Wolf Den. And then we're going to go down here because we used to be able to pick up a mission from him. I think he was making stew. And another piece of lore, sorry. My accent is horrible. Oh. And I have not got the aim down on that at all. So that'll be a piece of fresh meat. It's a long drop down. Oh. Another piece of meat. And ooh, that piece of meat came off the shapeshifter. Whenever I say shapeshifters, that fighter right there suffers from lycanthropy. He is a werewolf, and that may be. Nope, need 2 more pieces. Get this one. So now we'll just slide up to the other side. We could finish it out here, but there used to be, and there may actually still be, you could do some maps out here. There used to be a mission over here. There used to be, yep, a couple big old orcs that would come running out of the caves. Yep. They took out a lot of the missions in these areas and streamlined them toward just the general storyline, because a lot of them were okay. Everybody in? There were a lot of missions that just side quests that gave you XP, that since there's no longer experience points in the game and you don't have to level that way, you don't have to worry about picking up the different things. Okay, we've got all the meat we need down here. We need to go up and do shadow totems. See, even this guy used to give you a mission. They're still there, but there's nothing going on now with them. Let's see, we need to go this way. There used to be a regular event that occurred too. You would get these shadow wolves that would run the area, and you would try and kill as many of the shadow wolves, and it would give you it would just give you refinement stuff, refinement rewards. Sometimes it might give you a piece of gear if you came in first, second, or third on it. Okay. Like always, we pick up all our loot. You never know what you're going to pick up that might be partially worth something, semi worth something, but and see, each of the areas, like whenever you get to the end of this one, you'll get to the Grey Wolf Den. Well, the Grey Wolf Den that you do in the random dungeon queue is the end game, or the end of this area's dungeon. And I got more coming from behind me, so. Do a little hiding while we do a little killing. There's the end of that. So now all I have to do is go back and feed them. Like I said, there used to be a lot more missions out here. It's kind of nice that they streamlined it, especially for newer players. But every time I bring a character out here, I remember some of the stuff that we used to be able to do out here. And it's kind of nostalgic, I guess you could say. Now, this tune doesn't have... I think this tune's got like 2 stronghold boons. So not a lot of stronghold boons on this one. And especially I notice it that I don't have the foot speed or the mount speed. Back up top we go. We've, you know. Go up and talk to this lady first. We'll feed her wolves. Good girl. Good boy. Good girl. And we're going to talk to her. We've completed that. Now we'll go up here to this gentleman and we'll get a piece of lore up here. This will tell about their ancient battle practices. And they honor me. Now we'll come down here and talk to Vellosk. And we got a few new pieces of gear. Oh, sacred meeting at the pool. But let's take a look here. Got new bracers, new hood, and I thought I got another piece of gear. Let's see. That's the old hood, so we're going to convert that to Appearance Library. And that's the old one. We're going to convert that. And then Mind Flayer belt can't be converted. Already converted that. The rings are not anything worth us splitting on at this point. And we just need to sell off those 3 pieces of companion equipment because we are packing better. We'll just go over here. And well, let's see. Do we want to sell them or do we want to refine them? We'll just sell them. That's 3 gold. Let's see here now. We'll sell off these. Just go ahead and sell off anything unusual there. Let's see, can't sell that, can't sell that, can't sell that. Can't sell those 2. So what we'll do now is make a little extra room in our bag. We will convert refinement points, all convertible equipment, all gemstones, and shouldn't be any rune stones or enchantments or shards in here. Do that. And then what we will do here is we're just going to discard that. Just going to discard that, and that's already been converted to Appearance Library, so we're just going to discard that. And we're going to convert insignia powder. Oh, wrong thing. Convert insignia powder, and the reason why we're doing this, you need refinement points to upgrade, and we're only going to do the character bound ones. Need refinement points here to upgrade gear, and you need insignia power to upgrade insignias and mount collars. So now we're going to meet with Karen at the sacred pool right down here. Should pick up another piece of lore right here. Get a new spot. So we'll kill bandits, and we're going to recover the Uthgar relic, which will give us a new Scout's Hide vest. Used to be you got a mission here that would take you over to talk to this guy, but not now. So now we'll go out along this path. In every area has a gentleman that is going to have some lore about what's been taken out of the game. This one just happens to be at the end of this little pathway. So we're going to go across this way. And let's see, we're level 5. Let's see if we've got another. I don't think we've got another encounter power that we can replace that with. Oh, I've got, probably could put in some more. What do I need most of? At this point, I'm not running with an active companion. I am running with a augment. Oh shoot! It's an iron stone. Let's see. And we'll put 1 combat advantage and 1 cobalt. We'll see how that balances out. For, level 5 tune, maybe not bad. Didn't even realize I had that on there. So you have a tail to tail. Once marked by the proud towers of the lords and wizards and the mercantile guilds. All this is talking about the Tower District of Neverwinter. It was destroyed in the explosion of Mount Hotenow a few decades back. It has yet to be brought under the protection of the Lord Neverember. Recently, a small army of orcs from the Many Arrows tribe came down from the north and has claimed this area of the city for themselves. Their commander, Vancy Bloodscar, has taken the Cloak Tower as her base. The area around it has become heavily fortified by the orcs. The orcs now strip away the former wealth of the Tower District for themselves and kill anyone who intrudes on their territory. The Neverwinter Guard does its best to keep the orcs from spreading to the rest of the city, but the resources are spread thin. Tower District, the end of the Tower District was the Cloak Tower dungeon. So, and there we've learned about the Tower District, which is no longer in the game. And before, I think we learned about the Black Lake District. Got to kill 12 of these bandits. And I'm betting that Dark needs to do the same. Oh, goodness. And once again, it's dropping loot out on the ground. Oh, and once again, looking here, we have a resource node that looks to be just a tad bit bugged. Okay. Slide down here. Oh. And there is a hidden area down in here. This used to lead to a little mini dungeon but it's also an area in one of the adventure campaigns where you can get a title or an achievement. And a lot of people miss it because it's stuck down here. But there used to be a little mini dungeon here, I want to say, or a area boss of sorts. But it's also a great place if you're doing resource nodes for the Explorers Guild in your stronghold. This is a good little place, as you can see, to pick up some quick resource nodes. So there's a bunch of them right here at the end. Oh, and we finally, this is why we do resource nodes, is that right there. We do it to pick up these. Now, while that's bound to character, that makes for fine powder. Sometimes the kits don't always work. So the resource kits are always going to be a great investment for you. As I've said before. So we've got all of them now. We just need to enter this enclave. Let's see. Look here. Let's see if we can slide in here without. Oh, yep. Okay, so we're going to slide in the little mini dungeon here of the area. We're going to watch the floor for traps because you never know when you're going to find a trap on the floor. Like right there, that resource node. Right beside of it. Ooh, we're getting lucky now with the resource packs. But those little pipes on the ground were and Thayan Red Wizards. Always Thayans everywhere. They are like, you know, leeches upon life. And the reason why I say that is they leech the life out of people. They are, for the most part, necromancers. Okay, look around here, make sure there's no lore, but there is a resource node, and right there, see the little tubes in front of it? That is also a trap. If I was a rogue or a bard, I could disable that, but I'm not. I'm a ranger, so we're just going to explore as we go. Looking here, another one. Slide up behind them. Get rid of him. Okay. Check over here right quick. And whenever you're playing new characters through, like the incentive event is now, that's going on, just, you know, take time, explore, enjoy the areas, because they are beautifully crafted. Even some of the ones that they took out were beautifully crafted. I know they have said that they are going to bring back a couple of the areas. They've already brought back Rothe Valley and used it as an intro into the North Dark. I didn't even check to see if that was see if you can stand on the chest. It's not a mimic. If you can't stand on the chest, there's a chance that it's a mimic. Okay. And here we're seeing bodies. What is going on down in this little mini dungeon? See that little platform right there? That little step pad? Trap. Let's see here. Oh, undead. Zombies of all things, buried in the dirt. Zombies are my least favorite type of undead. They smell. And they're relentless. Okay. Oh, some more red wizards. Ah, see, you don't need a skill kit. If you're a ranger, you don't need the skill kit to get the nature nodes, but just gonna take those two down real quick. And we're just gonna look around the area here. Nothing. Let's see. Oh, the Wraith. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. Eidolon. Do a little hiding here behind him. As long as he can't see me, I'm good. Okay. So, I'm going to get the Uthgar relic. And out the door we go. We'll go back. And just right on out of here. I don't think there's anything else out here. Like I said, this is also used in, I believe it's the Dwarven King adventure path. You've got to come up to this little area of Vellosk and do a quest. And there's several little hidden titles here, or little hidden achievements that you can do. And we'll come back here. And we got a new vest. What we got here? Scout's hide vest. And we'll just convert that to appearance library. And now, oh, we do have to speak with her. And then we've got to place the orb and kill. Oh, we've got to go to the Stormcaller Caves, which is up here. Which is, interestingly enough, as we walk up this path, we're going to come up this path, and oh, I've collected 50 pieces of lore. That's why we do it, you know, finish out things. Plus, we want our journal to be very complete. If we go to an area, you know, we like knowing about these things. And it makes actually for some interesting reading. And the second scrying stone is right here behind this tree. So there's your second scrying stone. It'll show you Thunder Ridge with its big totems up on top of it. So, and we are now level 6. Level 6. So we're going to look at our powers here. Did we get a new? Well, we did not. We're still on the same thing. But what we can do is increase our ability scores. We're going to do charisma for the forte and the recharge speed, and we're going to do the strength because it gives us the biggest bonus to physical damage. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to go right here and we're going to place this orb. Now we got to collect rattles from the storm collars. As you can see, there's one of the storm collars. Got a storm collar rattle, but I've also got, oh, there's another storm collar. I didn't realize there was two. I just thought it was a bunch of wolves that were with him. He should drop another one. My dailies back up. Should be another rattle. And we could wander over by those totems and get them, but we can also just go up here if nobody's killed these guys. Always try and dodge out of the red while it's not necessarily going to kill me here. It could hold me for a few seconds, but this is a better geared toon than most new players are going to have out here in these areas, mainly because I've got all this extra stuff and I couldn't resist putting it on there. Get up here. There'll be some more storm collars up here. And we'll just do this. And drag everything in right here tight. Whoop. And then we're going to go in this little mini dungeon here. I need two more storm rattles. Right there they are. And as you can see, there's a religion kit. And it broke. If they break regularly on you, like if they break two in a row, the great thing to do is just kind of move to the side and try it from a different angle. Let's see. Oh, I ran right up on the young blood archers, didn't I? I knew that there was a little outcropping here that had campfire with people in it, but it had been so long I didn't realize that they had not taken it out. And I think that's it. We'll duck into the Stormcaller Caves. We'll take care of this. And see, depending on what level your stronghold is, and I don't believe our stronghold market is high enough yet, you can get green and blue reduction in my primary guild, in my main guild that I'm in. We've got a level 10 marketplace, so we can pick up blue wards and slayers, and you can get a 5% or a 10%. That's green and blue. Slayers to increase damage against werewolves, which comes in very handy in this area. A lot of the slayers were set that way for, particularly some of the older areas. Let's see. And you'll find a lot of these little mini dungeons are repurposed for several things. Okay, am I going the right way? Yes, I'm going the right way. And like I said, anytime you're in these areas, watch for traps. If you're a free-to-play player, they're a real nuisance. If you're like I am, and I do pay for VIP, I use Zen to get VIP. The traps won't actually hurt you, but if you're not VIP, they will most definitely cause you injuries, and you'll have to go back and sit at the campfire for a long while to get rid of the damage that they do. Okay. And let's see how I haven't seen any resource nodes or anything recently. Ooh, got all kinds of stuff coming up. There, I've killed 50 of them. 50 werewolves down. Let's see now. Okay. Let's take a gander. Nope, I'm not seeing any resource nodes. Okay. Oh, there comes more. And okay, I don't see any resource nodes. This little mini dungeon's at, oh, there's one. See, I'm just move a little bit to try and get a different angle on it. And now the next tune I run through the incentives is going to be a paladin, because I only have 2 paladins at the moment. Where this is my 4th ranger, every other class has at least 3. Well, every class has at least 3 except for rogue. Rogues populate at the bottom of the list, so I use them as storage tunes and name them in particularly interesting ways. Mostly starting with Z's. Z as in zebra. Oh, it brought you both right in there, didn't it? Whoop. Well, didn't I just aggro a whole bunch of fun? That's the one problem that I have with that at-will power, but it really does get a lot of things in on you really quick, or it gives you a wide range of areas so you can hit multiple targets at once. Okay, do a little invocation to Shantae. And okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. And there we go. Still looking for resource nodes. let's make our way around here. Oh, Thunder Howl. Little area mini boss. Big old werewolf. Let's just hit him right off the bat. We'll drag him back in that little spot I just tagged. There we go. Yeah, look around here. For some reason I think there was something around here one time. There may not be anymore. Thought there would used to be something right here. It may have been a chest. There may have been a chest. Now look at the tricks that they've got right there. And see, that's right there's the trap. And we'll just slide out the door here. Hop on our horse and ride like hell for daylight. It's one of the few zones that's kind of perpetually night. I like Barovia, especially. We'll get to see it whenever this one gets to Barovia. I like it for the day-night cycle, because Protector's Enclave at night really does look nice. Okay, I think this one they're going to send me up to the top, seeking the spirit, and I'm suddenly going to turn into a spirit wolf. Okay, Cape of the Forest. You'll notice that the Cape of the Forest is the same level as the Ensorced Mulhollering Cloak, but the Mulhollering Cloak is actually leveling with me. I'm going to convert this one to Appearance Library, and I'm also going to open up this box, which gives me a Barbarian Shaman, which I have already opened. That's because I've got one from the Zen Market that I've already opened. So we'll just go ahead and pitch that one away. And we'll look here, we got 14 incentives. I'm just making sure you're all right, buddy. My son. Let's see. We are going to go up this path here. I guess I could have just ran across the water. The funny thing is they don't even recognize I'm here now. Just let me pass without any kind of anything. Oh, and let's look. I can still raid the chest as a spirit hound. So we'll just work our way right on up here. Looky there. Yeah, buddy. Okay, as soon as I'm done here with this, we'll go clean his litter box, okay? And this gives you another piece of floor. And then we'll just ride right on up here. Yes, buddy. And another piece of floor. Well, I don't think there's going to be the new truck coming back. So we got a new set of boots. So we'll just put a new set of boots on. And we'll convert to... Paint my truck pink. You want to paint the small truck pink. Okay. Now we're going to go down here. We're going to recover the orb and 6 soul shards, which will slip right in here. And get that. Oh. Do you? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes, there is. Onyx is what? Oh, is he getting him a drink? Okay. Why is that a race car blanket? Well, because that's what somebody got you as a gift whenever you were little. That's why you are car obsessed. Okay, so I got 3 of those. I've now got just need the rest of these soul shards. And at one point, like I said, there were more missions up here. But during the Echoes of Prophecy, you had to come up here too, I think it was, and kill certain people that were spawning here. And you have to do what now, buddy?
I sneeze and then I lift his head up like this.
Oh, okay. And I don't know if you can still get down in there or not. Well, because he's a cat, he likes to do some walking. He likes to do some running too, but he does most of that at night. Oh, you can still get down in here.
I stay on the street and then there's a lot of place where TV. And you turn on his lights way too bright.
Uh-huh.
He
He went that way. Okay. So, down in the pit. Will he come back? Okay.
Why is that green thing just flashing?
That flashed up on my screen? It's where I picked up a resource node. That way I could see if I could get a oh shoot. You've done stumped me. I'm just exploring now. Like I said, explore the areas, see what you can find. See if I can get it insignias. That's why I do that. That's why that flashes green on the screen whenever I do that. Well, I have to watch with that. That's exactly what I mean. Is I get used to using this at will right here. Did you take all your cars out of my bedroom? Okay. You didn't take any of my miniatures, did you? Okay, just making sure. I think we can slip into this one right here and find one. Oh. He took the evil guys to jail?
Yeah, he knocked out the car.
Mm-hmm.
He knocked out the police car and then he fell off he fell off the roof.
Did he fall off the roof? Okay.
And then he broke his arm.
Okay, we'll turn this in. Now this belt might be able to be turned into, oh look, level 7 coming up. We'll stop here for a second. We'll take a gander. Convert to appearance library. Now what we're going to do is we'll ride up this way. There's a little turn here. Sometimes easy to miss. I guess I could turn on the trail too. It shows me which way to go. Is Onyx sitting down now? Okay. We'll just pat the couch and he'll come up here and sit with you. And more Shardarkai soldiers. what we need to do, we need to kill them, and we need to go to the Shadow Keeper's temple. So we'll just slide along this outside path. Try and do a little sneaky like, oh. And then, of course, there is that. I reached out and touched a few people. Shadow Slayer. 50 of those. Oh, that was fortuitous. Now, if we can just get one that'll give us a give us an insignia. Insignia mastery. Actually, what I probably should be doing, instead of looking to see if these insignias still convert them to power, I should probably be looking to see if I've got any better ones, or that are popping up in my inventory than what I've got on this character. That way I can just go ahead and put them on there and then send the other ones back to storage. And once again, as I said, this at will is great. It does have a tendency to draw in a crowd. Okay, Shadow Keepers. See, I did put insignias and collars on this one, and I got a lot of insignias of Gond. And I'll go through here in a bit and look and see. Okay. Do a little looking around. No resource nodes. Oh shoot. Gloom Blade. Nothing down in here. Nothing down in here. Vellosk is kind of a nice area, but I've been through it so many times. Especially because one of the rewards at the end, each area gives you rewards, gives you some astral diamonds you can refine, and it gives you other little things that will come in handy during the leveling process, which I'm considering not decking out my paladin and taking the paladin through the leveling process pure. No collars, no insignias, no mounts, nothing. Just what I get as I get it. And seeing how big of a sadist I can be with that. Because the paladin is a difficult class at best. It's phenomenal once you've mastered it and once you get to higher levels. However, it's not built for damage at all in any way, shape, or form. It's not built to it's built for survivability, not for damage. That's why it's got two loadouts, or two Paragon paths. It's got the Oath Keeper and the Justicar. The Oath Keeper is a healer, and the Justicar is a tank. While you can build kind of a hybrid DPS build, it's really not my forte to build hybrid builds. I like them to be straightforward. Okay. Ooh. And you gotta watch. That might be a trap right there. Yes, that is a trap right there. You step on it and a big old rod comes out and pokes you in the butt. The dire helms are a bit of a pain too, because the dire helms will sometimes fly out of nowhere at you. More of them. More of them. The Shardokai are about as bad as the Thayans at popping up in places. Okay. So now we've got partway through. We're almost through the. Oh, getting a little dark there. We're almost through this mini dungeon. We'll be out shortly. Oh, look. It's Mr. Moon with his stars. Let's see. 2, 5, 7, 9, 10. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 11. Look here. Sun and the moon. Once again, the moon. Another resource pack. Resource node. The witch. Shoot. Oh, there's a chest. I have to remember to raid that in a second. Did I get him killed, or is he lurking in the shadows? Nope, I guess I got him killed. Ah! And see what I mean? Right there. You get awareness and deflect are reduced. But I didn't get an injury. Normally, if you get an injury, it'll pop up a little body right there, and you're determined to hit me again. But it'll pop up a little body there showing that you're injured. And the more injuries you take, the more injury kits it takes to get the injury off, and the less effective you are. So definitely a major pain in the rear if you're free to play. And you know, rogues in this game are not quite the rogues that are in the tabletop. They are not like trap monkeys and, you know, sort of scouts and stuff like that. Okay. So a lot of people, even if there is a rogue in your party doing a dungeon, nobody pays any attention to the traps. So if you're free to play, you'll have to keep a lot of eyes to your traps on your own. He just kind of glided in, didn't he? Okay. Oh, I can do that. Let's see. Markello Whisper Soul. I didn't pay any attention. I've been so used to doing the hunter build. This you can also do you can also do a melee stance in both the hunter and the storm warden, although I found the melee stance in the storm warden is better than the melee stance in the Hunter Ranger, or in the Hunter stance. In the Hunter stance, it is a better stance range than it is in the Storm Warden, if that makes sense. What I'm talking about here is the let's see here, Paragon Paths. The Hunter, this one is better ranged. This one here is better melee. Melee. Okay, so returning to the Dying Howl. Gonna go down here. Ooh, can't pass up a chest at this level. And see, that time it didn't drop anything out on the floor. It just lets you pick it up. So we'll go down here. Oh, we're gonna make them mad riding through. Just got to. That's when mount speed comes in handy. Go back up here. Get a new ring, and we get a new ring, and we're going up the high road. So that finished the Vellosk Lairs, which is all the mini dungeons in the first little part. Now we're going to go up to the top part. Follow them right up. Oop. Somebody aggroed some stuff. Now up here at the top is where we're also going to find our third scrying stone. We're going to talk to him, and we're going to have to do this. Oop. Right up here on this little ledge is the last scrying stone, and it shows you the Elder Rock, as well as the doorway into the Grey Wolf Den. So I've got 3 scrying stone zones done. Now what that is I have done Protector's Enclave, so I've only been out in 2 of the adventure zones. Oh. I might want to heal, mightn't I? Maybe I just want to go ahead and fire my artifact. And I'm not sure if it's at level 11 you get to choose your Paragon Path, but you have multiple loadouts. So even if you want to try both paths out, you can do that. Let's see, we'll pick up this thing along with these fine folks. So we need 1 more talisman, then we need to kill some pack masters. Oh. And I'm just going to get this resource node right here. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can find some pack masters. Yes, there's one. And you really do need to watch, though, as you get into tougher opponents as you go. Make sure you switch out your healing potions. Because right now, I got 20 healing potions. That's it on this tune. And they get rather expensive to buy if you go buying them. That's why I suggest always starting your workshop and manufacturing gold. Let's see. Is that a... Yeah. There's one. There's one. And we'll just do this. Bring him out in. Do some fast damage. And then That's Shadow Sworn. See, this was another area right here during prophecy, echoes of prophecy. You had a little mission you had to come up here and do right by this spot. Ooh, mastery. Let's see here. Oh. I really messed up my aim on that. There's 4. There's going to be 5. Oh, let's just kill him real quick. We got to go into the Grey Wolf Den in a moment anyway. Okay, so we'll ride off down this way, go back, turn these in. Hadric Longtooth, hello. Got 50 seals, got the Watchman's Longbow, and now we're going into the, then we get the Watchman's Blades. So right now, let's take a look. Oh, we've got something new here, 4 incentives. How many does that make us so far? 18? 18 incentives. We get 100 on this tune. We'll turn this into an appearance library. These rings aren't anything exceptional. And we'll just go ahead and go 1 up. And as you can hear him saying, we have to activate this. Solene and Char both share the night sky. Yeah, but one of them is one particular way, and the other one's another particular way. This is the dungeon that you will see in the random dungeons. Scaled down. Not in length, mind you, but this is, the enemies are not as tough in this one as they are in the actual Grey Wolf Den dungeon. And even then, it's a fairly simple dungeon. You would let the tank go up, and as a ranger, I would stay back to the back while the tank would be like right here, with everybody on his tail end, and me killing them while he had them taken up. If there was, depending on whether there was, melee or ranged, they would either be back where I was at if ranged, and then up close and personal if melee. That would be your rogues, your bards, your fighters, your barbarians. Now, you can, in the regular dungeon, and I've not tried it here, because I've only done this one a couple times during the leveling thing. And during the regular dungeon, you'll see a lot of people skip this fight. As they come over, they will jump into the water there and bounce their way across to that platform. But what you can do also is you come over here, hit this orb, and up comes a walkway. And then you just wander right on over into the next fight. Ooh. Little knockback action there. Okay. Now, there we go. We just head on up these steps. I've never actually, I think that's just water over there. Yes. was going to say, I don't know if I've ever actually looked over in there. See if there's anything over there. Okay. As always, we watch out for traps. Thought he was going to be slick and jump down there. The little underground fort castle. Most of it in ruins. You have to watch here. Right in front of this is a pressure plate. That little hole right there, it's got like a cross right there. Guess what pops out and sticks you in the head as you're trying to raid the chest. This is your first boss here. Like I said, this dungeon's pretty straightforward and easy. I don't think there's any lore around the back side of this. I'll be honest, if I did search this, it has been so long ago that I have forgotten. I think those are just holes down to the water. And what you do, just come over, kick a lever, and Regdar Thunderfist. We're going to give them a healthy dose of let's bring you down fast and fire everything all at once. And that didn't really work. It works a lot better on my mains that are better geared. Oh, maybe my mount power didn't fire. And another thing you can do in this stance, if you're using particular weaponry that require you to keep constants on counter powers to keep a power up, you can always do this. Just as soon as you fire all three of those, go back to your other stance, fire them again. So that's one thing, one area where rangers do have an advantage. Like weapons, I think it's maybe the celestial weapons, maybe the Lionheart weapons require you to keep procced so many encounter powers to keep the bonus up. I'll be honest, I'm not a big... Oh, they did plug the hole. They plugged the holes. I don't think I can slip by this fight. In this fight you can't slip by, but in the actual dungeon you can slip by the second one. Yeah, I'm fighting. I'm in the last area. I'm in the Grey Wolf Den. You've seen me fight in this dungeon before, haven't you? There's normally up in this corner here, you'll find a resource node.
Stand there on the street last night, and then I saw a police car SUV.
Did you see a police car go by?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why he didn't stop?
Well, probably because you weren't breaking the law. You were just standing there. Now, this one, this fight, you can typically slide right here by in the main dungeon. See? Now, get up here. The next boss up here, I know they made an adjustment to it, and they were talking about how his compadres had his cohorts had excessive amount of mange, so they decreased the number of combatants up ahead, just past that next group. There's really nothing over here that I remember. It's just an extra passageway. Go around if you don't want to go around that way. The second boss is right there behind that. Let's see here. Should be a chest or a resource node over here. Resource node. And then, let's see what we got here. Oh, Zev. The Packmaster Zev. Why they lessened the enemies here, I don't know. It really wasn't that bad. I mean, he just, you know. And I don't know that they did it necessarily in this mini dungeon. They did do it in the regular dungeon that you queue for. And they said they plugged holes. Ooh, I don't see where they plugged the holes. Huh. A lot of times you'd find resource nodes hidden up in these little areas. Here's one. A bag. Gotta use thieves kit on it. Okay. Found a golden buckle worth a copper. Let's see. Arcane kit. Got it. And I think that's it for the lower. Oh, wait a minute. Nature. Skill node. Gotta love all the skill nodes in some of these areas. That one's been plugged. That one's been plugged. This one has not been plugged. And there is a religion kit up here. Okay. Like I always say, stop by the campfire and slide around the corner to be ambushed. Ow. Shoot. Gonna be another mob pop up right after I kill this mob. Oh, didn't even have to kill the whole mob. They finally just popped up. Normally you can kill the first mob and then this mob will proc. Sometimes you can slip by this next set of combatants as well. Used to be all kinds of other doors and stuff that you had to go through here. They've shortened it over the years. You don't have to go through like this path over here by the by the pool. You don't have to actually come this way. But man, that was a bad shot. Like I said, explore the areas, go through each dungeon. A lot of people will get aggravated if you just want to go do dungeon exploring while they're trying to do a random trial queue. But if you find me online on PC, you want to go do just random dungeon exploring, I may be up for it, depending on what I'm doing. Resource node. Then we'll come right back to the same place we were going to a little bit ago. So all we did was circle around this area here. There used to be, I want to say that used to open up. There used to be a switch right here. And there was something else behind that. It's been a lot of years though. So. Now, one of these areas, unlike the dungeon, and I think it's this one now, you still get ambushed. They still pop through the windows on you. Okay. Looking for resource nodes, nothing. Because there used to be an ambush right here. I'm pretty sure it was right here at these open spaces. They would come jumping into windows at you. They may have stopped that. Because I know they did in the regular dungeon. Let's look here. Now, a couple of things in this next little area. There, look there. See they're running up. They're going to run up to ambush you. Same thing here. Look, over here. See the ones up there on the platform to the left? They're going to come and ambush you too. The other ones, we'll see them running along over on across the way there. Then these here will run once you get here. At least they used to. They used to run back through that doorway. It's just a little bit of interesting, you know. Because what they would do is that one would be, that may be that's the boss. That's the boss right there. She's going to go back that way, and you'll meet her in a minute. But see, they're running this way, trailing you, because they're going to come down on either side here in a second. Now, one thing you need to really do in here is, if you are running this, don't run up and start killing those things and fighting them there. Either let the tank or let one of the ranged people bring them back. The reason being is because too many people have bounced into that hole their first time through this area and ended up dead and having to run back from the last campfire that tagged them, which is, you know, way back here. That's probably a set of potions. Yes. And see, spiky death things. Yes, buddy. Do another invocation. Onyx looked at you. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sure Onyx is very tired. Slip through this door. And they said something about moving. I think they moved this campfire up there. Will he not? This fight is a whole lot worse in the regular dungeon. If you don't know what you're doing, she was the one standing on that platform a few minutes ago. She will become frozen in the regular dungeon, and the tank should bring her up here to this side because there'll be these little shadow wolves that need to be killed beside of her. So she'll become invincible whenever she goes like that. I shouldn't say frozen. She'll become invincible. And to get her to not be invincible, the shadow wolves have to be killed right next to her. And since they pop up here like this, you want the tank to keep the fight along this wall. That way you don't have a chance on losing the wolf before it gets to the other wall. Of course, in this fight, she doesn't do that. Oh, now she's got company coming. She's used a little heal potion there. And got her. Now we just need to clear out her minions. There we go. Walk around here and look and see if there's anything. And you'll notice, looks like teeth. We're in the Grey Wolf Den, and this is the mouth of the beast that you saw way down there at the beginning. You're inside the mouth, and this is the head of the wolf. So now we'll come back out of here, slide back down to Hadric, and he'll send us on back to Sergeant Knox, where he'll give us a few more quests to complete this area. And got Hadric, level 8, and back to the city. So now we can pop up here and look at our powers. Did we get a new one? Cordon of arrows. Look at that compared to that. We're going to switch out that power, and we're going to switch out this power with snipe, and we get these powers. We get 2 more class features at level 9. We get another one whenever we get a Paragon Path. We get 2 more of these, and we have to choose Paragon Path. So at level 11, yes, we do. We also get to choose our first feat. So what we'll do now is we'll return to Sergeant Knox. Well, actually, we're going to first go to the Stronghold. Just want to look and see if there's any missions to pick up here. And there he is. We'll pick up a challenge, and we'll pick up a guard recruitment. And then nothing else there. So we'll slide out here, and we'll hit the travel post, go to Protector's Enclave. Once in Protector's Enclave, you can either do one of 2 things. You can either go up if he has appeared yet. We'll look. I don't know if he appears up here yet. Nope. Still no Sergeant Knox on the platform, so what we'll do is we'll go in here to the Adventurers Guild, and we'll slide over here and we'll talk to Sergeant Knox. Back to the city complete. We want to talk about the mail, the auction house, and the Astral Diamonds. And we've got a workshop opportunity to start a workshop. Now, what we will do here is we will talk to him about the mail. And then we'll go up here and we'll talk to the auctioneer. He hangs out here on his days off, about the auction house. And we're going to go back down now and talk to Rix. Rix is not as important an individual as he used to be. I don't know where your cat went. He'll tell you about refining astral diamonds and how to get them. And then we'll slide out of here and go back to Sergeant Knox, and that should complete should give us a completion on the Vellosk area. And it did. Before we take the ebb and downs, we're going to claim our reward. And the reward here is you get 2 gold, you get 20,000 rough astral diamonds, you get an improved bag of holding with 42 slots, and a scroll of life. Now what we'll do here is we're going to look, and we've got a couple of these embroidered bags. We got a little Fey bag of holding, and we got a Defender's bag of holding. See, these are legacy things that I pick up with packs. So you can never get rid of this 42 slot bag, but what you can do is you can pick one of these, like we'll just take the Fey bag out. We'll just put this in because that's bound to character. And we'll shuffle it since it's a bigger bag. Keep all the bigger bags up this way. And then we'll open our reward. And we got a 24 slot bag. Nice. So this is a 30 slot bag. This is a 30 slot bag. I got a prize. I got a Greater Elven silk bag. So what we can do here is we'll take the Defender's bag off and we'll put this bag on. So now instead of having 4 12 slot bags here, we're down to 2 12 slot bags. This bag has as much space as these 2 bags put together. 12 slot, 12 slot. Back in the day, it was really great. You could go to the Zen Market and buy you a bag, and or buy you a pack that had gifts like the race and a mount and a companion and a bag, and the bags were worth a lot because you didn't get a lot of bags back in the day. Okay. And that ended Vellosk.